Salem, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm super excited to be talking to you today. How time during quarantine? How's your how are you doing right now?
I am in shock. This has been the craziest quarantine ever. Um, I've honestly, it's been the worst year ever, but the best month of my life.
Okay, so I want to know, why has it been the worst year for you? Or
Just everything that's happening in the world. It just feels like such an all-time low. Like one thing after another. But in the past month, it's been completely surreal with everything that's happening with Matt at Disney. I'm so grateful to everyone that's been supporting the song and me.
Awesome. Let's talk about Mad at Disney right quick because I feel like the song just blew up. So how did it come about?
So I released it in June, and then I signed to a label called Homemade Projects soon after, and they started doing a little TikTok campaign for the song, and it worked out really well. It feels honestly like it blew up overnight. I remember on my 21st birthday, I looked and I saw that 1,000 people had used it on TikTok to make a video, and I remember thinking, this is it. I've made it. This is my peak. Like, this is the best thing that's ever happened. 1,000 people used my song in a video.
Mhm.
Um, and then, overnight, it feels like the numbers just started doubling. And it was absolutely insane to see.
So when you woke up the next morning and you saw that 40,000 people, were you just like, what? Wait, what? What is going on?
It was broken. It was crazy. Every time I would refresh, it was like a new comment or something. Also, I really didn't use TikTok before Mad at Disney blew up, so I'm still learning how to use the app. I'm definitely not an expert, but I'm working on it. I feel like I need a lesson on how to use all the cool transitions and stuff.
Are you, I don't want to say, do you feel like pressure to to keep it up on TikTok, but do you feel like a little bit of like, all right, we got to keep this going?
A little bit, yeah. It's so weird in quarantine too, just because right now it feels like, numbers on a screen because I haven't been able to do any shows or any in-person interviews. So I'm really, really excited to actually, meet people.
Absolutely. So when quarantine is over, the first thing you are going to do is what?
First thing I'm going to do, I really want to play a show. I'm so excited to, perform for an audience again. It's been too long.
What is your favorite thing about performing?
Favorite thing about performing is feeding off everyone's energy,
Mhm.
and like really looking at the people in the audience. And before quarantine, most of my shows were to my friends from college. They would all come out and it would just be a great time. But now some people might actually know the words, so it'll be a very different experience.
Would that freak you out, like doing something and it's like, wait, how do you know the words to my song? Like that would freak me out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cry. It's gonna happen. Yeah, every time I think about it, I get emotional.
So the concept Mad at Disney, we want to go back to that right quick. How did that even come about?
So I wrote it with my boyfriend, Benedict Moeller, and our friend Jason Haas. And it actually started because Jason randomly said in conversation that he was mad at Disney because he had seen the new Lion King and he didn't like it as much as the old one. And he was mad that they keep doing remakes and like live action versions of all of the classics. Um, and we were in a session and we had no intentions of writing about Disney at all.
Mhm.
We were talking, and then it kind of started an avalanche of reasons to be mad at Disney. And then I started talking about, the princess stereotype that all women need to be saved and rescued by a prince. And like, the spell needs to be broken by true love's kiss. And it's just so archaic to me, and really, grinds my gears. And then we were talking about love and all the unrealistic expectations. And there was a point in the session where we were like, okay, we should probably just write about this because we clearly have a lot to say on the subject.
That's really interesting how a vent session literally to a song that was massive.
Yeah, well, that's how most of my sessions start. I feel like it just starts based on conversation, and then if you're lucky, a cool concept comes out of it.
And are you literally sitting there with yourself, just writing things down, or are you sitting there with someone and just bouncing ideas off of each other?
The three of us were in a room together, just bouncing ideas off each other, And once we had the idea of writing about Disney and calling it Mad at Disney, I feel like the song just kind of flew out of us.
Isn't it crazy? It always takes me back when someone can just like sit down, vent the song out, and have it be so big. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah, it's really crazy. You never expect that this is going to happen when you're in a session writing a song. I never expected that so many people would hear it ever. So it's definitely a pleasant surprise.
Has there been anyone that you looked up to that reached out to you that will start collaborating or
Yes, yesterday I had a session with Charlie Puth.
nice?
Yeah, he is so talented, and we both went to Berklee College of Music, so it was very fun to chat about our experiences. It felt very full circle because I've seen him speak there before, so that was really cool. Megan Trainor has texted me, and she's a sweetheart. She said that she was a big fan, which of course, warms my heart and does not feel real. I've also had the pleasure of working with Alexander 23, who I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite artists, crazy talented. So yeah, it's been absolutely insane.
So when you get a text from like Charlie Puth or Megan Trainor, like what is going through your mind at that time after them seeing your video and hearing their song and whatnot?
I will not lie. The second Megan Trainor texted me, I called my parents. I was like, guys, you won't believe what just happened. And my mom called my grandma and she texted me. She was like, I actually know who she is.
I love that you're so excited about it. I feel like that's so cool that you genuinely like are excited about what's happening and what's about to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't feel real. Like I keep pinching myself. It's so crazy. I can never not be excited about this.
What's your dream collaboration?
Ooh, that's a good question. My dream collaboration. I really want to work with the Killers. They're my favorite.
Mm.
I absolutely love them. I think that'd be so fun and a little bit out of my comfort zone as a writer. So that'd be super fun. I also love Lord. I think she's so brilliant. I would just want to get coffee with her, honestly, and pick her brain a little bit.
Greenlight was my jam. Remember that one?
Good. Oh my God, Melodrama is my it's the cover to my computer case.
Uh-huh. Really?
I love that album. I think that it's brilliant.
So what's next for Salem?
What's next? Well, I'm working on a music video for Mad at Disney, so stay tuned for that. Very excited. Um, I also have a bunch of unreleased music that's going to come out soon. I have a single that I'm working on for probably November. Very
Mhm.
excited. And then a bigger body of work for next year.
So is it weird to do a music video with COVID? Is it different right now?
Definitely, yes. The process of getting everything together has been crazy. Just getting everyone, making sure we're doing it in the safest possible way and not involving too many people, or I guess involving, the bare minimum. But we're getting everyone rapid tested on site before we start the filming process, which is super nice. We've been doing that for, all in-person sessions and video shoots and stuff like that. Just being absolutely as careful as possible.
Just to make sure that everybody is all safe. Salem, I appreciate you jumping on Zoom and chatting with us. And I'm super excited for what's about to happen to you because I feel like it's going to
Thank you. I appreciate that. Great talking to you.